What's up, guys? So today we are going to be talking about this new game that just dropped called Stranova. We're going to see if this is any sort of new and refreshing game or if it's just a copycat cash grab of Valorant. I will say I am not a fan of Valorant. And to be honest with you, I have put a little bit of time into this game already, but just to see if it was worth a review or not. So I didn't care so much about Valorant, mainly because I'm not a huge fan of the way that the layout of the game works. And how sweaty the game is. But in terms of this game, I think they did it a lot better. So you have your different agents.
If you're feeling tired, why don't you try my fragrance?
Each agent has a different specific loadout and different specific abilities. The biggest complaint is that you can't change the loadout based on the character or the game type. So you could change your sidearms, but you can't change your main. You can't change their abilities. There are multiple different game modes: Team Arena, Demolition, Escort, and TDM, which is great. I would say they handle it a little bit better than Valorant. I like the team deathmatch. It's like 5 teams of 3v3. Escort is just Escort. You have a package that's you're trying to get from one point to another. Demolition is plant the bomb, and Team Arena is just a small, think of Nuketown in Call of Duty. But with that, you know, this is a free-to-play game. And there is kind of like a gacha system, sort of. There's a season pass, but it's all cosmetic stuff that you don't really need. And the grinding isn't like it is in, say, Genshin Impact. This game makes me think of Valorant cross Genshin Impact cross like Paper Mario. But let's hop in, see if we can find a game, and let me run you guys through what I've been able to figure out when it comes to this game. At this point, I have about 15 hours into this game, so not as much as most, but I will say I am enjoying it. The overall mechanics of the game are relatively refreshing. It seems that they tried to be a bit different, which is great. The gaming world needs refresh. So in this game, there is no crouch. There is no sprint. You move at one speed and you can get different abilities that help you move faster. But overall, it's you get one speed and such is life. That is it. That is all you got. I would say the artwork. Okay, so here we're playing Demolition. You can only select from these select characters, but in some cases, like, their abilities don't make sense for the game mode that you're playing. You know, so like I would love to use her and swap out her abilities with more AoE effects. Because her effects work better for like team deathmatch. Also, my one complaint that I have is if I selected her, I can't go back and change it. I can change it in game, but I can't change at the main screen, which is kind of annoying. But once you die, like, so in team deathmatch, when you have multiple lives, when you die, you could change at the death screen. So here they have kind of like Valorant where you have the buy screen, or like it's not Tarkov, but other games like this where you have a buy screen. You have points, and depending on how well you're doing, you get more points. You can choose where to allocate them. So I'm gonna start there. Unlike Valorant, where you can only buy during the round, like at the end of or at the beginning of each round, with Stranova, anytime you die, you can reopen the buy now menu. So, like I was saying before, there's no crouch. The cool mechanic that they added in is you can flip between 2 and 3D like Paper Mario. So 2D, 3D. And it's a cool tactic they added in because when you swap to 2D, your hitbox becomes very narrow. Very, very narrow, and it's hard to hit. I also like the fact that it's a third-person shooter with first-person aspect, or you could zoom in at third-person as well. I completely went the wrong way, but you could also stick to walls as such.
Someone ahead of me. The blood of the prey empowers me. Grenade.
See, like, she just went 2D to try to get away from me.
Completely helpless. Mission
Only
accomplished.
one enemy remaining.
Using the bomb. Oh no.
Attackers win.
Such a rookie error.
So I couldn't defuse the bomb in time. But overall, okay, so see, I'm back here. I'm gonna pick armor. So in like team deathmatch, you can go back at any point to the buy screen and reconfigure your loadout. Also, once you buy something, it's not permanent. I can change it if I so choose. So to climb, you stick to walls like a little sticker, which is really cool, and then you pop back up and you're in 3D again.
5, 4,
It's super cool.
2, 1. Defend your position.
Fire in the hole.
You have grenades, you have multiple alt grenades. Overall, I would say this is a good game to play. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, there is a gacha element where you can spend money instead of grinding skins, but that's all it is. It's skins. None of it affects the gameplay. None of it, you know, anything you want, you can acquire in-game. You do not have to pay actual money for. And even to grind it isn't difficult. Unlike, say, Warframe or Genshin or anything of that nature, it's not hard. Like, it doesn't take long to grind.
Carrier knocked down.
Flashbang.
So, you know, I think it took me 5 matches, 6 matches to get to the level that I needed to be able to buy a new operator or to buy skins. You can buy skins with in-game currency as well. We're gonna do mag capacity and
just complete the task.
Recoil and headshot. So overall, I would say this is a relatively refreshing game. You know, it's an anime style game, so it's only going to apply to certain people. But it is a fun, unique game that has a lot of cool aspects. The game just dropped maybe 5 days ago at the time of me recording this. And I'm excited to see where it's going to go. I really am. They didn't do a ton of advertising with the game.
I sense prey in the distance. Target hit. Grenade.
Yeah, they didn't do a ton of advertising. They didn't do a lot of that kind of stuff to get people excited for it. but it's doing pretty well. It has a good fan base from what I can see, and it's honestly very refreshing.
Oh no.
I shouldn't have gone down there. You know, I like the 2D mechanic of flipping back and forth. I like how everybody has their own abilities.
Don't let me down,
I would say if you're a fan of Valorant, if you like Genshin Impact, if you like, you know, refreshing tactical shooter, third-person hybrid shooter, anything that's like Overwatch or Valorant, I would say this is a good game to try out. Plus, it's free, so what do you got to lose? You know, I would say this game has a lot of potential.
Bomb planted.
And it is very promising. You know, they've already they show a little log at the beginning of, hey, between this time and this time, X amount of people got banned for doing malicious behavior or what have you. So, you know, the devs do seem to care. But I say overall, you know, the one thing I will say about this game that honestly really does need work, the spawn system, especially in like team deathmatch. I'm not even talking team arena because that's just a free-for-all bloodbath, but team deathmatch specifically, a lot of times when you spawn, you will spawn right into a firefight. The spawning system does need work. But overall, I would say it's a incredibly promising game. There's a good selection of operators. There's a good selection of skins to choose from. A good selection of sidearms. They actually put time into this to try to make it somewhat refreshing and give it new tactics and new mechanics that other games don't typically have.
5, 4, 3.
Granted, like I said, it is an anime game, so it's only going to apply to a certain audience.
Fire in the hole.
But I would say it's worth a shot. It seems like a good game. It seems like it's a lot of fun. Because I only have about 15 hours into it, so not as much as a lot of people. But, you know, my background is Halo and Call of Duty.
Flashbang.
So, you know, I'm not... This isn't typically my wheelhouse.
Under attack from the left. Oh no.
I was hoping I could flash them fast enough. This isn't typically my wheelhouse, and to be completely honest with you, I did not expect to like this game as much as I do. I gave Valorant a solid shot. I did not like it. I gave Apex and Fortnite and PUBG a shot. They were all right. I really went into this not expecting to like it, and I really do. I like it a lot. So I'd say if you're on the fence about it, if you're just looking for a new style, refreshing game, give Stranova a shot. It's not a giant game, but it looks good. It plays well, and it has very, very promising aspects to it. So until next time, guys, thank you for checking out my review, and I will talk to you later.